welcome back to another video. My name is Aaron and I help people expand their consciousness. Now in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you 3 phrases that block us from experiencing what we want in our life. Now, realize that our beliefs and our definitions are creating our reality. They are shaping the way that we see the world, and that in order to really make a change, we must first change what we believe to be true and our definition about the way the world works in order to then see a new reflection of that. So this is about, as I always say, we don't necessarily attract that which we want, but we always get a reflection of who we are being. Now, who we are being is composed of our self-image for the way we view ourselves, that we project out to other people, the beliefs we have about what we believe to be true, the thoughts that we think, and the actions that we take. So when we change those on the inside, then things can change on the outside. Now realize that our definitions and the language that we use is a form of box that we form around ourselves without even knowing it. And these 3 words are words that if you change and you decide to let them go or to reframe them, it can profoundly change your life. It can really allow you to be who you prefer to be right now in this moment. Now, the first phrase or word is simply the word trying. Anytime we say we are going to try to do something, it is imposing that we aren't decisive in what we're doing. It's imposing a level of doubt that we can't obtain or do something that we want. Now, it could be simply us deciding we are going to do whatever we want to do. So instead of trying, simply know you are going to do it. Now, if you're going to try to go and get an account at your job or whatever it is, that already starts to impose a level of defeat and a level of not being able to do it. Simply know you are going to do it. It's going to be something that you're going to do. You're going to turn it from a should into a must in a way. If you are going to try to go to the gym tomorrow, it's going to be like you're going to subconsciously be looking for excuses to not do it, and then that will be the self-fulfilling prophecy of why you couldn't do it. If you simply say, I am going to the gym tomorrow, it's a much different energy, it's a much different intention, and it can really allow you to just simply be who you prefer to be and to make that powerful change. Realize that doubt is just something that we impose, and if we simply decide to do something, it changes everything. So anytime that you use the word trying, realize you can simply decide to let it go, and from that point of view, you will find that you then begin to embody more of who you prefer to be. Now, the second word I have for you is the words I will. I will do something. Anytime we say I will, and while this might not be as bad as trying, realize that I will is future tense. It's something that's going to be in the future. Now, if you transform that word to I am, or those words to I am, you bring that experience in the future and you put it right now in the present moment. Now, you might say, well, I have to wait for this to happen for me to experience it. But realize that you can do something right now that puts you in that direction, that you can start to define it as a part of who you are in the present moment, and that as you begin to do that, you then change the experience from the inside out. A lot of people will give themselves permission that they will do something, they will become something, but because they always view it as something as the future, they continue to project it into the future. And the thing with the future is that it never actually comes. Things only happen in the present moment, and by the time the future gets here, it's still the present moment from just simply a new point of view. So realize that you can change your self-image. By changing it now, you will then experience those changes changes now versus projecting it out and saying, I will be this way when, I will go to the gym then. Change your self-image now. Start to know that I am, and as you begin to switch that wording, you find that you're more readily able to be that in the present moment. You change your state of being, then you start to experience more of who you prefer to be. Now, the third phrase I have for you is simply the word problem. So many people go around believing that they have so many problems. Now, problems, we can switch that word to simply challenge, because a challenge is something that you move through. When we become attached to the problem we have, what we continue to do is to perpetuate more of it because of that attachment. Now, our brain works in a way where we ask it questions and it looks for the answer. So my recommendation to you is to simply decide that you're going to ask yourself better questions, and as you start to ask yourself better questions, as you decide that you're going to move through a challenge, you more readily move through it, and then you figure out whatever you need to figure out. So you don't have any problems. There are challenges that you can move through, and in the same way, become aware of your definitions. If you have definitions that say, I've just come to a roadblock, then what'll happen is almost like you can't get through, because the imagination, the metaphor of a roadblock keeps us in that space. So this is a matter of loosening up a lot of the definitions we have. Realize you can move from I will to I am. Realize you are no longer trying, you are simply doing. And as you begin to make these simple changes in these phrases, you change the way that you define yourself, and then you find that things happen in a much more smooth way. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Feel free to like this video if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you guys on the next vid. Peace, much love, namaste. Alright, bye.